A woman who wears their hair according to their body type just looks like they know what they want out of life. Like, I don't know how else to say that. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Happy Thursday. If you have never seen me before in your life, my name is Brittney Gray. I'm owner and stylist at Beach Vibes Beauty Studio. Today, you guys, we have a very important topic to discuss, and that is how to choose the correct hairstyle or haircut for your body type. Yes, not your face shape, not your hair type, but your body type, okay? Before I get into that, if you are not subscribed to my channel, I seriously don't know what you're waiting for. Hit the subscription button and then hit the bell symbol so that way you don't miss a video. With every video that I make, I have to make a little disclaimer, but especially videos like this, like what's gonna look best on you or how blah, blah, you know, stuff like that. I always have to give the disclaimer, okay? It's your hair, my life goes on. I don't really care what you do with your hair. Most people don't care, like the world doesn't care. Whatever you want to do with your hair, you know, do you, boo. Basically, the hair police are not gonna come and lock you up if you have a haircut or something that does not go with your body type or your hair type or your face shape. You know, it's not that deep. Most of you get it. I would say 99% of you get it, but then there's always gonna be that 1% of people who just, oh God, they can't go on with their lives if somebody says something that they don't agree with. So yes, giving the disclaimer, this is all for educational purposes. Everything that I'm talking about today is scientifically proven to be more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. So there is a science behind it, okay? Don't shoot the messenger if you have the wrong haircut for your body type, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. Anyway, so let's get into it now. So there are 3 main body types, and you may hear about these body types whenever or if you ever research anything about personal training, about fitness, things like that. There are 3 different basic body types. Obviously, everybody has their unique body type and shape. Some of us fit into one and not the other, blah, 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 blah. You get the picture. So this is just a general description. And so we're gonna get into the first body type now. Of course, you guys, I have my handy notebook here. Somebody once wrote in the comments like, oh, you know, when you see the notebook, it's gonna be a good video. You're right, girl. I think you're a girl. I think from what I remember, you are totally right. This is gonna be a super enlightening video. So yes, notebook here. First body type that we're going to talk about is tall and lanky. Now for women, that's going to be about 5'10" and taller, okay? So you're taller than most people. You're taller than average, okay? And obviously, like I said, just because you're tall doesn't mean you're necessarily lanky or anything like that. But yes, this is your general body type, okay? If you are a supermodel watching this, you're probably this body type, okay? If Giselle Bundchen, if you're watching this, you're this body type. So as you can see, I created some beautiful artwork here, right? So this is depicting an example of what you don't want to wear. So if you are generally tall, like if you're kind of like taller than average, then short hair is just going to make you look towering. You know, if you're going for that kind of look, then, you know, like I said, do you, boo? I'm not mad at you. But what's going to look more flattering is if your hair at least touches your shoulders. And if you want to have super long hair, then that looks beautiful on tall women as well. And also, these same rules apply to men who are taller than average, okay? The shorter, tighter your haircut is, the more tall and towering you're gonna look, which I guess some people might want that kind of look. But for men, if you have longer hair, if you have like a longer haircut, that's gonna be more flattering on your body type, okay? So the next body type is the average body type, okay? Now for a woman, the average body type is gonna be, your height is gonna be between 5'5" to 5'9". The average body type is kind of like the oval face shape of body types, okay? So if you're average, then you can pretty much get away with anything, okay? You can get away with short hair, long hair, whatever kind of hair, voluminous hair, flat hair, pin straight hair. You know, the world is your oyster if you have the average body type or average body height, that kind of thing, okay? So I drew what I thought was a good depiction of an average kind of girl, right? And this is her with short hair. As you can see, it's still proportionate to her body because generally she has more of an athletic body type, an average body height, that kind of thing. So her body is like proportioned, you know, like her hips and shoulders and waistline and all that kind of stuff. So you can pretty much get away with anything you want if you're between 5'5" and 5'9" and you're not super like stocky and that kind of thing, or you're not super lean and tall. The next body type is going to be what's considered short and sturdy. Now, for women, you're going to be about 5'4" and under, and you just have, what would you call it? Like shorter bones, like shorter neck, shorter torso, shorter arms, shorter legs, shorter everything, okay? So if you are short, stocky type, like for me, technically, I guess like height-wise, I fall under petite. I'm 5'2", okay? But my body type, I'm kind of weird because I'm between average and petite, just because my body type is average. I am basically like a shrunken version of an average size woman, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not very stocky, that kind of thing. I'm definitely not tall and lanky. And I try to follow these rules for my height. So if you are short and stocky, like you have kind of like a shorter neck and like you're more big bone, that kind of thing, you don't want hair that's super flat on top and then voluminous at the bottom or super long, because that's just going to drag your whole look down, make you look even more stockier, make you look even more shrunken, that kind of thing. It's just going to drag you down, okay? What is going to look better on you is if you have shorter haircut. Doesn't have to be super short. I just drew a short haircut on this lady. But it doesn't have to be super short, but shorter hair off the shoulders looks better because it's going to make your neckline look longer. It's going to make you look more, you know, your décolleté here. It's just more flattering on you. And then if you want to do some volume on top, then it's going to balance out your figure and then make you look more proportionate, so you don't just look like super, super shrunken down. Like Danny DeVito, okay? Oh, that sounds mean, but you don't want to look like him, okay, if you're a girl, right? Or maybe you do. Look, I'm sorry. I know I tend to put my foot in my mouth a lot. Let me just move on to the next topic. We discussed height and general body shape, that kind of thing. Now we're going to get more into your figure, the type of figure that you have, okay? So again, beautiful artwork here in my notebook. This is a woman who has more of a fuller figure. If you're more curvaceous, if you're more of a plus size girl, that kind of thing. If you have a fuller figure, what's gonna look better on you is if you have longer hair, okay? Doesn't have to be super long or, you know, anything like that, but just like longer. You want it to at least, you know, touch your shoulders, go even longer. I would probably start like about here-ish. When I have clients who have more of a full figure, I love doing like a haircut that's like about here or even longer, not super, super long, especially if they have very straight hair and it's just like very thin. Not that kind of thing, but you know, like volume, diva hair, okay? Like you can go for it if you have more of a fuller figure and you're more curvy, okay? What isn't as flattering is if you have super, super short hair, okay? Because this is going to make you not look proportioned, because at the top you're super like slim, like, you know, if you look at your silhouette, your hair is very short, very tight, that kind of thing. And then it's just not gonna look proportionate with your body, fuller, coming out more, you know what I'm saying? So as you can see, you can look at these two women here, and what do you think looks better? Like, doesn't she just look cuter? Like, her hair is more proportionate with her like bust, and I'm like trying to think of like the proper word to say it, of her bust and like her hips and everything like that. Like, she looks sexier than her, just because, no shade girl, no shade to you, but it's just, you know, scientifically, it's just because she looks more aesthetically pleasing to the eye, where she doesn't. She looks like, you know, they're wearing the same thing, okay? Everything is exactly the same. She looks more like insecure or like reserved. She looks more like, you know, her hair is blowing in the wind, that kind of thing. So she looks like she knows what she wants out of life. Let me just put it to you that way. Next, I drew two ladies who have more of a small or a petite figure, or you're just like a petite girl, like something that would probably, I would fall into this category, right? So this is wrong, this is right, okay? So if you are more on the petite side, okay, if you're slim, if you're petite or average body type and you're petite, or even like more curvy body type and you're petite, you don't want hair that is just like, bam, like diva hair, okay? Like down to your butt, like super long hair. You don't want hair that's like too voluminous, because this hair is going to overpower your figure, okay? And you're just gonna look just, I don't know, like your hair is just, it's just there, you know, when it could be so much more, okay? Now, what's gonna look better on you is if you have hair that is proportionate to your body. Like, this is humongous big hair. Even if it's super long, like it's just a big body of hair, okay? Versus if your hair is smaller, it's more proportionate to your body. Now, I don't mean to say that if you're petite, you can't have long hair, but just think about this. If you are petite and you want to have really long hair, like I have clients sometimes where they just like, oh, they just cannot cut an inch of their hair. Like their hair could be like down to their butt crack, okay? Or past that. And they're like, oh my gosh, like please, like just do a trim. I just want a small trim. And like, of course I give them what they want. But you know, if you're one of those girls that just holds on to just all this hair, you could have long hair if you're petite, but bring it up to your waistline. Oh my gosh. Bring that hair, that long hair up to your waistline, longest point, and it's just going to make you have like a beautiful hourglass figure. It just looks very flattering, and you still have like your very long hair, you know? So you can have long hair, and you know, I'm not saying like, oh, you have to cut your hair short if you're short, or if you're more petite, on that kind of, if you're a smaller woman. I'm just saying like a woman who wears their hair according to their body type just looks like they know what they want out of life. Like, I don't know how else to say that, okay? So that brings me to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, then hit thumbs up. And if you want to, share it with your friends and family, because we are having important conversations here all about hair, okay? Everybody has it, or most people have it, if you're blessed enough to have it. Or maybe some people cut it off, or maybe some people just like get bald after they get old. You know, so many different circumstances, but for the most part, everybody has hair on their head, and I feel like everybody should know how to take care of it. They should just know about hair. People just don't really know about hair, but that's where I come in, okay? So it's so important. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your hairdresser as well. Leave me comments down below and let me know what you guys would like for me to film next, okay? I do read all of my comments, and I do take them into consideration when I choose what to film, okay? And as always, I'm here every Thursday, every Saturday, and sometimes on Tuesdays. But if I'm not here, then follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter. And other than that, you guys will see me in my next video. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.